Okay, so my name is Rachel Nwagala, and I am a lecturer and a counseling psychologist at the Department of Mental Health and Community Psychology, that is School of Psychology, Makerere University. I am attending HAS East Africa here in Kabale, but really hosted by Kabale University, and this is a great privilege for me. I would like to speak to what my leadership was before coming to HAS. I have always focused on service learning, and so my leadership style is servant leadership. And I have really wanted to give back to the community, bring other people along as I work, and but sometimes I have not been as effective. When I started doing my PhD, I tried to, put on hold most of the leadership roles, and it's now that I'm coming through, and I'm really focused on taking on leadership in higher education. But also, a challenge that I have found along the way is I never understood the value of having female mentors within higher education and actually prioritizing that.
Hello, my name is Susan Bodi from Gulu University. I'm attending the HAS East African Academy for the first time here in Kabale. I heard about HAS from a colleague of mine at Gulu University who attended it a couple of years ago, and she became highly recommended. And I thought, okay, maybe this is something I can take on. Before HAS Academy, I wasn't very particular or very interested in speaking up because I didn't think it was as important to be heard as I've learned at this academy. I've learned that true influence comes from a place of leadership, that you can do so much just by taking up positions of leadership, especially as women in the different spaces that we're at. I didn't think my voice was as important or that it would have meaningful impact, but after listening to speakers like Maggie Kigozi today, the different professors who've spoken to us, it's just been mind-blowing the amount of work that women have to do in the different spaces they're in to be able to create meaningful change. So I'm very excited about the opportunities that lie ahead for me. I'm very excited about the kind of growth that I am projecting to have in the next 1 to 2, 3 to 5, and 5 to 10 years. I know that there's going to be many challenges, but I also know that I'm surrounded by a group of women who have walked this road and have championed in their different courses. So I know that I'll be all right. I plan on implementing my leadership strategies by collaborations. That's one thing that has stood out for me in this academy, the power of working together with people, with like-minded people, but also with people who are doing different things and just finding synergies to be able to propel your dreams. I am grateful to the organizers of HAS East African Academy. I think it should be scaled up. I think every woman in leadership or every woman who just has some sort of voice that needs to be amplified needs to attend HAS Academy, and the possibilities are limitless.
So I have had amazing experiences at HAS East Africa. Just right from the beginning, when we started the journey, we have visited a number of universities. We went to Mbarara University, we went to Bishop Stewart University and met the administration. And what was amazing, I had never been in a place where I am seated with the top management of the university, right from the VC, and sharing with them and hearing their perspective of how they are engaging females within the leadership of the university. So for me, that has been a very meaningful experience, just to recognize that there are priorities within the university in terms of policies that need to be reflected upon in order to include as many females, because there are so many that are available that can actually take up leadership but have just not had the opportunity. And then another one was the reflection on, drawing my career map. because it's interesting, when we had the topic, by the time we're moving through it, I had written what I want to do in the different framework, like maybe putting up different years between 1 and 2, 3 and 5, and then 5 and above, like what I want to do in those different times in my life. And I'm so glad that I have been able to document that. So what I want to do after HAS is to actually implement my career map, and also be able to, because we were tasked to write down a leadership plan or strategy. So for me, that's what I want to do. Basically, I've recognized that many females within higher education usually don't prioritize coming up with grants or writing grants, and especially the budgeting. When we're going through that process, we learned that just writing the proposal is not enough, but you need to focus on the budget, the money, how much are you going to spend, and which sources are you really focusing on. So for me, those are some of the priorities, because there's so much that I can do, that I want to do. I have opportunities to be in leadership, but I want to be able to raise monies for my department, for my school, for us to fulfill the projects that we have. And also being able to, I was just sharing that I want to be able to get like graduate students to be a part of the projects we're doing, and then help them to actually be as committed in terms of research. And we need money for that. So HAS has really given me an opportunity. I've listened to people's different experiences, and recognizing that actually it's something we can be able to prioritize, and it's achievable. So I'm really grateful for having this opportunity. It's been very meaningful for me.